fifth spot, but Sturt came out absolutely firing in the first quarter. In fact, they played some of the best football I think I've seen this season. It was truly champagne football. In the first quarter, they kicked 9 goals, 1. Here are some of the highlights.
The ground. Centrals go into attack over the half-forward flank area. Out there, Whittlesea with Krieg. Krieg couldn't handle the mark. He's got possession now. It's a nice handball from Trevor Rowe. There's no pressure at all on Krieg. He's going to drive all the way towards the square. Where's O'Reilly and Cousins? Back in front spot. Nice mark by O'Reilly. Important kick. The breeze, if anything, may have just died a little at the moment. You can certainly score at both ends, as O'Reilly's kick is very true, and that's the first goal on the board to Central Districts. They lead 6 points. Sturt yet to score.
David Frost, right foot. Beautiful kick too. There's the first one from the big boy today. The crowd's come to expect it from young Ian Wilmot. He's done brilliantly since the departure of Rick Davies. Controversial stuff this year at Unley, but there's no doubting Wilmot's place at the goal front. He's kicked something like 7 goals averaging since the departure of Davies. 6 goals for the season, but I'd say since Davies has gone, he's up that. And there's the first for the day. The scores are tied up. 6 points each here at Unley. Beautiful football conditions today. David Walk tries to dive over. He gets it clear. Good pick up for Hollis. Hollis on the right. He's on the left boot. He's sunk it. It's going all the way, and it's marked in the square. Oh, beautiful, beautiful anticipation, Peter Motley. Stan goes quiet. Graham was right. 2 goals Sturt, 1 to Centrals. Handball in towards the middle. Potts given in the run. Oh, thank you for the high tackle, but it missed. Found Wilmot. Second kick for his second goal. Sturt getting away in this first quarter. 3 goals, 1. Centrals 1 goal. Vigorous start to the game as it comes out the back for a chance to go forward, but Zubranik's got it. Painter back to Zubranik. The 1 beautiful footy. Here it comes. Paul Hollis. Oh, are they burning?
5th kick for Paul Hollis. Long way up, but he's a good kick of the ball normally. He's put it up very high, and it looks very good.
What a goal!
And there's another goal to Paul Hollis.
Wilmot decides to lead, then go back. Motley gives the signal. Go all the way. That's where Motts wants it. And he's row front spot. Oh! Oh, he called for it. He waited. He's on a top defender.
Well, I'll tell you what, he non-plussed Trevor Rowe then. Trevor Rowe was hell-bent on staying with the man, so he turned facing the other way for a brief moment.
That hurt.
Yep, that would have hurt. And with Trevor Rowe facing the same way Peter Motley was going, they were both sort of the wrong side of it.
Peter Motley doesn't know where he is. He doesn't know what he's doing, and the umpire's asked him if he wants to take the kick, and he's not, and that's very unfortunate for the Blues.
It's better for Wilmot, though, get his 3rd goal for the game. He's chasing 11 to get 100.
Wilmot directly in front, 20 metres out, and that makes it goal number 3 for Ian Wilmot. Sturt have got 5 goals, 1. Centrals, 1 straight goal. Opportunity now. He needs the handball to Rene Van Dommel, who's got it. He goes short. Out comes O'Reilly. A good kick from Rene Van Dommel.
15. Gotta be. Andrew Downs. That's crazy stuff, isn't it, Keith?
Well, it is crazy. I mean, I think he might have, O'Reilly might have felt it and fallen with it, but there's no question the hands were in the back, right in front of the umpire.
Robert Fraser it is.
Fraser onto the left boot. Strong kick, normally very reliable, and that's split the centre. Peter Heinrich goes across the face of goals and sits it up into the breeze.
2-1.
Great mark! Mark's been taken. Play it on Zubrick. There's still 4 or 5 players engrossed in a big wrestling match in the centre of the ground as we're with the play. In fact, Viney's with it over centre wing. A long handball to Hollis. Play's allowed to go on as Hollis goes over the half.
He'll have a shot. He'll have a shot.
Kick number 6, 2, 3 bounces. Puts it onto the boot. Lines him up. Splits the centre. Forget about the fighting because Sturt have got another one on the board. 6 goals, 1. Centrals, 2 goals.
Electrifying football by Sturt.
Couldn't quite see it, I think, through the pack. Forces his way still into the ground. Jamie Thomas.
Free kick.
Holding the
Played it on.
He played it on.
John Painter gets the goal. Sturt go 5 goals clear.
The lead's been made towards the pocket area. There's another great grab out there. Looks to be Painter, isn't
John
it?
Painter.
Well, talk about Sturt playing champagne football in this first quarter. Left foot kick is strong, just going across the face, is it? No, well, that's another one slotted. Sturt have got their glasses on today. 8 goals, 1 is very good kicking. Centrals, 2-1. You need some support. Whittlesea provides the shepherd, and Kane, beautiful pickup. Gets around Bytheen, drives in long. Up goes Jamie Thomas from behind. Painter again. Well, John Painter is on fire today.
John Painter got 4 goals last week. He's already scored 2 in the first quarter here, and he's lined up in a position where he could pick it up this 3rd. Looks pretty good the way the umpire's looking at it. Mark him down for 3 and Sturt down for a 9-goal quarter. Ball comes out through Krieg. He couldn't take it. Phil Graham now to try. He's got it through the pack. That's
well
good
done,
stuff.
Phil Graham.
He's found Shields, and Shields has popped it through for an extremely valuable goal to the Dogs. They got a 3-1 behind Sturt's 9-1.
We've seen a whole lot of champions in Australia.
From NEC comes a video recorder with features that lead the way. Dual audio heads ensure the highest quality hi-fi stereo sound. 2-speed recording means 8 hours from one 4-hour tape. And NEC's 4 tape heads give you perfect slow motion and freeze.
Compare NEC's range at your retailer. Feature for feature, I reckon NEC's miles ahead.
Australia's champion in video too.
2 of Australia's major insurance companies have formed an alliance that will benefit many Australians.
Here comes the sun.
Sun Alliance and Phoenix Prudential.
Here comes the sun.
Together forming the Sun Alliance Insurance Group. Now the world's oldest insurance company can offer you a fresh approach to all your insurance needs.
Here comes the sun.
You'll be hearing more from the Sun.
Here comes the sun.
Sun Alliance.
You'll take a shine to us.
We feast your eyes on the beef. We feast your eyes on the good fresh cheese. We feast your eyes on the juicy tomato. Fresh chopped lettuce, all the works on a fresh baked bun. The feast is delicious, the feast is nutritious, the feast is the one. Pure icy goodness on the sesame seed bun. It's a good time on the great taste of McDonald's. There's a world of color, you can see it where? At Lloyd's 7 days a week.
This exciting new colour selector gives you a choice 5 times larger than you've ever had before, and you'll find it at Lloyd's.
I've never seen so many colours.
Lloyd's World of Colour for the biggest range of paint, plus accessories, advice and competitive prices. And don't forget Lloyd's free tinting service.
There's a world of color, you can see it here at Lloyd's 7 days a week.
Well, I think you'd have to agree it was a magnificent first quarter by the Double Blues at Unley Oval this afternoon, and they led by 36 points at quarter time. Now, in the second quarter, Sturt were going into the breeze, Centrals with the breeze, and, well, Sturt just continued to pepper the Centrals' goals with kick after kick after kick. Ian Wilmot was playing a superb game at full forward. He had 5 goals on the board going into the time-on period of the second quarter. It was that point that he was virtually taken out of the game by a Centrals player who shall remain nameless. Ian Wilmot copped a very high tackle. He went down, he was out for the count, and had to be stretchered off the Unley Oval down into the rooms. That was in the time-on period of the second quarter, but really it was still all the Double Blues. Centrals had their job very hard work, in fact, and going into the breeze, it took them something like 16 minutes to kick their first goal, and that came from rover John Platten, who was by far their best player in the first half. And so at half-time, Ian Wilmot's off on the stretcher, but Sturt did leave by 48 points. And as we go back now to the Unley Oval, we'll pick up play in the third quarter. We're at the 12.5-minute mark of that term. Sturt are 83 points, leading Centrals on 47.
See, Central are in an invidious position at the moment. West Adelaide winning very comfortably over at the game they're competing in. If Central lose, they could be out of the 5 tonight.
That's a beautiful tap from Spiel down to Krieg. He got it to Smith. The ball worked forward for Klopp. He can't take it.
McGrath, beautiful rebound. Gets between 2 double players.
Found him.
It's Stephen Connolly in the centre of the ground.
He played on.
He did too.
And Zubranic's got it.
Good umpiring.
And he's hurled. Grant Zubranic, he's a tiger. He loves it.
Played on quickly to Jeff Martin. Martin gets around Pryor. The handball comes out towards Painter. Didn't hit the body.
Well
Jamie
done,
Thomas works very hard. Got a touch of it. Chance now for Rene Van Dommelen out wide. Brett Hannum finally picks it up. He'll drive it long over centre wing. Up high and down. Up gets Zubranic. Hand to it. Couldn't mark it. Still falls loose. Martin.
Whoa.
Long, wild handball, Hannum.
Hannum's handball is long.
He let it go.
Taken off the ball beautifully there. Rowe now forces it forward for Centrals into attack. Then a kick down ground. Connolly quick to play it on. Got the run there. It was Shields.
Here's the champ.
Here's Platten. He lines it up. Beautiful kick. He's got it. Whoa. The game's alive. 5 goals the difference now. 13-5 the Blues. Centrals 8-5.
Well, John Platten for his second goal for the quarter. and his third goal for the game, running free of the play. You wonder how he gets away from people, John Platten, because he's such a noticeable fellow on a football field, and he really is irrepressible. And he picked up the loose ball then. I thought he could have passed that ball to one of his teammates, but he felt he kicked the goal, and kick it he did. As I said, for his third goal and his club's 8th. They're only 5 goals down now, Central.
Richard Cousins in ruck for Central, is trying to drive them on. They've already kicked 3 goals, 1 in this quarter. Sturt haven't found the 6-pointers yet. Rene Van Dommel into attack. They go again. Phil Graham takes on quickly onto his left boot. Can he get a kick? In fact, he's kicked that right foot straight through the middle. The Bulldogs are on their way back, and what a way they are going. 9 goals, 5 Centrals. Sturt 13-5.
Well, there you are. Philip Graham has had a relatively quiet day. I mean, it's not his fault really. The ball's hardly been into his forward line during the first half of the match. But there he is, getting on the end of a chain of hand passes. He could have had a left foot kick, which he normally would do, but he decided to take the risk and straighten up, and he found a relatively easy right foot kick for goal, splitting the centre, and his club sneaks up to 9 goals, 5, trailing Sturt 13-5.
With 15 minutes into the third quarter, this is reminiscent of the 82 game out here. Centrals were 10 goals down halfway through the second quarter today. Now they're just 4 goals down. Michael Graham, though, he's got it. He's got a handball on his own. He's pulled off the ball. The umpire must have been out to lunch.
Umpire Thorpe shakes his head. Play on is the call. Hannam finds Stephen Bohm. They're calling forward, up forward. The kick over centre wing, Bytheen. Played on quickly. McGrath, long handball over the top. Jamie Thomas or Rowe. Who wants it? They're undecided. Trevor Rowe takes off, runs the boundary line. A long kick up forward. Up goes Platten. Almost took a screamer. Couldn't handle it. Recovery is great. Down he goes. Heinrich comes in as well. And, well, John Platten gives 110% effort.
And that's the first time I've seen Phil Graham take a player out of the game there with a magnificent bump. It was just perfectly executed to give Platten some protection, not Platten, but Trevor Rowe.
Well, fantastic work from Platten. He almost took the big fly, and then he was also the first player down onto the ground as well.
He's a boomer, isn't he?
Whittlesey's kick, a beauty from the back pocket, though. Plenty of pressure here. Krieg over it. Craig meets him hard. It forces the handball to Spearley. He held up his handball just long enough to get it to Motley. Now trouble for Hannam. Can he do it? Hannam versus Craig. 1-on-1. Now Klomp in there. Jamie Thomas with him. Holding the man.
Jamie Thomas, the free kick. He goes short. Richard Cousins. Michael Graham will be there too late. Bring it back. In fact, the ball will be called back. Brett Hannam will be forced to take his kick again. He's on the half-back line. 17 minutes gone of the third quarter. It's been all Central so far. Towards centre wing, Bytheen and McGrath. McGrath tried to tap it on with Motley. He's caught. Krieg, he's worked tirelessly this quarter. Smith got a hand to it. Platten comes through again with the ball. Where's he going to go this time? Gave it to Phil Graham. Graham turns out of trouble and looks to drive long. The lead's onto the pocket area. Mark Hull. He'll play it on. The handball over the top. Russell Shields dodges. Can he get his kick away? He does. It's a goal. Central's 10-5. Sturt 13.
Now they want to fight Mervyn Kane. A few blokes up there.
It stopped me in my tracks. So that's the Mitsubishi Magna Elite. They told me that it's a totally new class of class. Spacious and contoured seats. Look at that electronic dash. So clear. Hi-fi stereo, graphic equalizer. Sounds great. And a 4-speed automatic with electronic overdrive. Very smooth. Power windows. Let's try the air conditioning. That's better. And power steering. And central door locking.
You'll find that features that are options on most other cars are standard on Magna Elite.
I couldn't take my eyes off it.
The magnificent new Mitsubishi Magna Elite, a totally new class of class. From Mitsubishi, Car Maker of the Year.
We've seen a whole lot of champions in Australia on NEC, Australia's champion colour TV. Seen them run, swim and fall, seen them hit and do it all. NEC, our champion colour TV.
Here's a great offer from NEC. Choose your next colour TV from the NEC range, and then, if you reckon there's a better colour TV picture, they'll give you money back. So see for yourself.
See them try, see them fall, see it best of all. NEC, our champion colour TV.
G'day.
Morning.
G'day. I bet London to a brick, that's how it's old colony chestnut.
Yeah, great job, eh?
Yeah, except you're supposed to build on the next block.
Pallet, your best bet for bricks.
1-0 over.
It's the things they learn in the Army Reserve that make them better when they're working for you.
I'm going to blow motor. You want to have a quick look at it?
Like learning to accept a little responsibility, learning how to organise themselves and others, and learning that when a job is to be done, it's done right. If someone working for you is a member of the Defence Reserve, it means that they can be depended on, because in the reserve they learn to do their work as if their lives depended on it.
Have you heard the one about the Irishman, the priest and the rabbi? You have? Well, tonight at 8:30, Channel 7's High Priest of Comedy, Dave Allen, will have a few hundred others you haven't heard. A wickedly funny Channel 7 premiere. Dave Allen at Large, 8:30 tonight.
15-metre penalty. The leads are on. Kick goes towards half forward. It's Martin, Craig, and Pryor. Mark Pryor's a running player. It's Hearn.
Hearn has Connolly out wide. He goes down the outer side. Has a look. Looks like all Sturt jumpers all of a sudden. Zubrnik makes the ground. So Grant Zubrnik looks like he's going to play on. He does to Whittlesey. It's a combination that works often. David Walk out here wide. Got hit hard a minute ago. Oh, well trapped. David Walk with it now. Woo, strike me. Lucky. Down he goes again almost. Peter Motley for Todd Viney. Todd Viney into the middle. He's caught by Bohm. Well done. Found him. Over the top. Forced away. Platten with it.
Platten thought about a handball. Gets around Martin. One bounce and away he goes through the centre of the ground. Drives long. Cree's going to make a lot of space because Whittlesey's underneath it.
Here's three people over here by themselves.
We've played 21 minutes and Sturt failed to get a goal this quarter as yet. Craig plays on the McKechnie. He's in bother. Gets it away though. Now there's trouble. Michael Graham not in the race. Good night. Michael Graham shouldn't be out there. He's running around like an old chook.
There's no one to take his place though, Keith.
It's true.
McGrath goes down, the tackle from Painter, and this time John Painter comes out with the ball. He's allowed to play it on from umpire Kinnear. Will go short. Ball away from Wilmot by Bubner. Jamie Thomas drives it long. Just wants to get it out of Sturt's attack zone. And out wide, it's all Sturt. Zubrnik got one in the back of the head.
Craig will play it on now to Walk. In the middle, he's got Motley running for him. He wants him. Now he takes it. Motley running forward. Chance for Sturt's first goal. That's the one they needed. Settling it down. 14-5 the Blues. The Bulldogs 10-6.
Wow, boy. Could you believe that Sturt, kicking with the bruise, although I must admit it's dropped considerably, have taken what, Keith? 25 minutes for their first goal for the quarter? How long?
22 minutes in.
22 minutes in for their first goal for the quarter. A side that are absolutely doing as they please in the first half. And you've got to admire Central. Okay, it's been a tough comeback by them. They've really served it up to Sturt and stopped their momentum. But now 14-5 plays 10-6. Got a real game in our hands.
Double Blues by 23 points. McKechnie and Cousins. McKechnie gets 3 taps. Eventually it's with Craig. Missed Michael Graham. Stolen by Cousins. His kick up over the half-forward line. Kane. Phil Graham turns into trouble. Fraser to Platten. Platten's on his left boot. He snaps around the body, but he's offline and out of bounds on the full.
There's plenty of interest in this game, and the Blues camp doesn't like what's been going on. Here's a change coming up.
Grant O'Reilly coming on. I wonder where he'd go. In the ruck, obviously. Mr. Gus is coming off.
Meanwhile, Zubrnik's in the back pocket, about to take the kick in from the out of bounds on the full. He's settling things down at great length. Now the kick comes down grandstand side. McKechnie spoiled away by Bytheen. Frost can't trap it. Bohm keeps it in. No, not quite. It's out. Just out of lay. Stephen Bohm was so keen to get off with it, he didn't hear the whistle.
I think that Stephen Bohm just wanted to see how he'd go kicking for goal from that angle. As we now find out, it's out of bounds on the floor because it bent the behind post back considerably. And, well, it's an exercise in, what's the word, futility?
Centrals have got Grant O'Reilly back on the ground as we see the throw in. McKechnie may be the tap. Krieg. Van Dommel turns around the body, hooks it back. Platten up gets Phil Graham. He got a fist to it. Chance now for Trevor Rowe. He's got players out wide. It's a very slow handball. Intercepted by Whittlesey. Michael Graham hit heavily by O'Reilly. A strong tackle. McGrath comes through. Maybe too high. Play on the course. McGrath finds Connolly.
Oh, well done,
Stolen by Zubrnik.
Zubrnik on the run. He's on the move. He's got Craig running down the middle. Craig will line up. Pops it onto the boot. Here's another one. What a goal. Fantastic football, Neil Craig. Sturt get out of this one. Maybe. 15-5, play Centrals, 10-6.
Wow, how depressing for Central District. They're on the move back into their forward line. Grant Zubranik took the odds for nothing, trapped the ball, kept it in front of him, fed it forward to, who was it now? Neil Craig, who kicked his first goal for the game, and Neil Craig was just the man on the spot at the right time. I don't know what, he was just floating around the centre half forward position, got on the end of the hand pass and kicked a magnificent long goal, and they now sneak away against Sturt by 29 points.
Just into time on. McKechnie the tap, down the throat of Craig. He's stolen off the ball. Bything gets his kick over the head of Zubranik. Chance now for Platten. We'll see behind him. Away goes Platten. His little legs scurrying. His kick's underway. And he's just offline for a minor behind. Central's 10-7. Sturt 15-5.
Well, there's John Platten's last 2 kicks for goal have been out of bounds on the full and a point. And he kicked 2 points for the game. And something like, oh boy, how many goals? 3 goals for the match.
Things come unstuck out there. It was Motley they were going for. Platten's got the ball instead to Connolly. Connolly in towards centre-half forward. Todd Viney will take it. No, he doesn't take it. Not paid. Play it on, says the umpire. And Centrals go forward from here. McKechnie gets it away to Frost. He can't get a kick clear. Platten again. Beautiful handball in for Phil Graham. Taken down brilliantly by Michael Graham. Here's another high tackle. Bit of interest in the fullback position.
Peter Heinrich goes backwards and it looks...
Oh, gee, Stephen Bowen. Frost. He just threatened that Sturt player. If you don't mind.
Hasn't been noticed by the umpires. They're letting play go on as Hearn goes short. He'll find Rene Van Dommel. The Sturt player is still down. Van Dommel will go towards Peter Krieg. Krieg lines up the white sticks as they're coming back and up. Umpire having a close look. It is. And as the Sturt player is still down, Peter Krieg gets a goal. Centrals make it 11-7 to Sturt 15-5.
Certainly a very tough third quarter at the Unley Oval this afternoon, and the game went on to be an absolute beauty, in fact, because in the last quarter, Centrals came back even further, and at one stage they got within about 9 points of Sturt, but Sturt rallied in true fashion to win the game by 17 points. They kicked 21 goals 8, 134 to Central District's 18 goals 9, 117. Wilmot got 6, Painter and Martin 4, Hollis 3, Motley and Craig both got 2, while for Centrals,